What up? This is Rapids. So I'm getting reports that Trapper Ross is being warned about his new documentary with Tay Savage. Now, Tay Savage has just been released from jail only about a year or two so far. It's probably been more like a year, not even that probably, that Tay Savage has been out of jail. And he's turning over a new leaf according to the presentation he's been putting forth in his interviews. He's been pushing peace with FYBJ man, and it looks like because when he first got out, everyone was calling him the bully. I guess that was his nickname, was the bully. And I expected him to be kind of different than how he's been presenting himself. He's been presenting himself and articulating himself very well, actually. And it looks like, I think that's smart the way he's been pushing peace and, so that he doesn't, maybe he's doing that to get from under that reputation that he has as being a savage, because they're saying that he might have been involved with something to do with Blazing Dow's mom, and he was involved in many other situations according to this Trap Lord Ross documentary. It's about a 3 to 4 hour long documentary, kind of like how that King Von documentary was. So the big difference is that, well, with the Tay Savage documentary, well, Tay Savage is still lurking around these streets. So for Trap Lord Ross to release this documentary on Tay Savage at his peak, because he just got out and he's going up. He's still going up. His songs are getting better. His videos are getting better. And he, when he first came out, he put out a bunch of videos, and I really wasn't sold on him yet. I was catching his songs. And I'm like, okay, this is okay. It's not really that good. It's not like King Von status stuff. But recently, he's been actually getting better. And it's been kind of an improvement, I've noticed. So even his last song, I don't know the name of it, but yeah, his last song was going crazy. I mean, I'm thinking that he might have some potential of being, I don't know how far he's going to make it as far as being the next big star, because right now, Chicago just has like Dirk right now. A lot of members had already passed. So they really need some new talent to come out of Chicago to keep Chicago on. And with Tay Savage, he's doing what I like to see with like how, because Chief Keef got on and he at first he was doing songs with the Hood and the O Block members and different members out of Chicago. Then he's just stopped completely doing songs with anyone. So with Tay Savage, I'm seeing him pop up in other people's videos and all that. And that's what I like to see. Dirk doesn't do that as much either because he's reached this status to where he can't really do it like that. But it's good to see, like, because King Von was doing that. He was showing up in people's videos and putting them on too. And I like to see that's what Chicago needs. So Tay Savage, he's a rising star right now. For this documentary to come out, I mean, that's, who knows? They can do investigations off of these documentaries. I mean, because basically Traveler Ross is doing the work of the detectives and putting it out in the public, and that's when things can actually happen in the real world. Because we saw this with several documentaries, with the R. Kelly documentary, with different documentaries that have came out. Just recently, there was another documentary. I forget who it was, but then, like with these documentaries coming out, they can really get an investigation started. So Trap Lil Ross is putting all the pieces of the puzzle together. He's going deep in their Twitter feeds and deep into other people's Twitter feeds and putting the stories together and piecing all the pieces of the puzzle into one story where you can really see everything clearly about what they're saying that Tay Savage was actually doing in these streets. And for him to be out here trying to change his life around, and for that documentary to drop, this is like beyond what 1090 Jake is doing. What's his name? 1080 Jake, 1090, whatever his name is. That dude that's putting out all these surveillance footage videos and finding rappers telling on people and stuff like that. Well, this Trap Lord Ross, well, what he's doing is beyond that, I believe, because wow, I mean, he's really putting some stories together, and this could actually lead to some new charges, you would think. But the thing is, I mean, he beat some of those charges. So I didn't watch the documentary yet because it's like 3 or 4 hours. I'm not going to sit through a 3 or 4 hour long documentary. I mean, I can't put aside that much time to do that. But that's why I didn't watch the King Von documentary either. I watched a little bit of it, but I don't have the attention span to sit there and sit through a 3 or 4 hour long documentary. So, but from what I've been hearing about that documentary is it goes in and it's telling a lot of business of Tay Savage's personal business. And just by the reports, I mean, I'm thinking this can't be a good look for Tay Savage. I mean, he could definitely be in danger of getting new charges off of this. I would, suspect. I don't think it would be out the question. So, do you support what Lord Ross is doing? Do y'all support that? You think that this is okay what he's doing? I mean, I guess it's inevitable for someone to do something like this. I mean, with all these tweets being public, in the public domain, and all these back and forths with the Chicago rappers, and I mean, all he's doing is piecing it together, and so really, it's public information anyway. So he's not really doing anything that wrong, I would think, because of course, eventually someone would have to do that, is put together all these tweets, these random tweets, and piece the story together into one neat documentary where everything is right there laid out for you to see what was really going on with these people. So I don't know. I mean, the only thing is with like I said, with Tay Savage being free and still alive, like this ain't something that is coming out, when like I said with King Von, he was gone when his documentary came out. With this documentary, Tay Savage is still actively around and moving around in these streets. So I definitely would not be happy about something like that. I mean, that's like docking somebody. Like, this is a big deal. So I'm hearing that Trap Lord Ross has been getting warnings about that documentary, and some people are trying to get that documentary taken down. But Trap Lord Ross, I think, is pretty elusive. He knows how to stay out the way. I don't even know if he stays in America, so he feels safe because he's out there in the UK or something, from what I heard. But then I've been seeing that it looks like he does travel to the US, so I'm not sure where he stays now. If he's actually living in the US now, or if he's still in the UK, because I seen him in some interviews. I thought I saw him like show up at a few. Didn't he show up at No Jumper or something? I don't know, but it sounds like he does at least visit the US. So I mean, he can get, I don't know, man. He's getting involved in some serious stuff by putting out these documentaries and then walking around in the US and visiting the US. I mean, anything can happen. So he should play it safe. I mean, I think he's safer staying out there in the UK. He probably would be okay. He probably would never get touched, because I heard like he was just a big fan of rap and a big fan of drill. So he was out in the UK reporting on all this stuff from the safety of his home. And I don't think no one can get him out there. So he'd probably be fine if he just stays out the way. But this might result in something, though. Like I said, with if law enforcement decides to take this information and press charges or start a new investigation, that's where Tay Savage might something could happen from all this. And from what I've been hearing, Trap Lord Ross has been getting warnings. I'm gonna keep you posted as more information becomes available. Make sure you like and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. This has been Rap HITZ. I'm out of here.